Here we have a vintage Schuco Oh Happy Days beach buggy. This is a different beach buggy from the one that I have currently listed. Although they are both mechanical / spring driven, this one is a very unique one and the first of its kind. We'll get to that in 1 second. First, let's take a look at the box. Here's the box. You can see there's a slight depression. This was in a pile of boxes, and that traditionally happened. On the side panel here, the larger side panel, you can see there's a little tear here, but it gives you specifics as to what it does and how it looks. We'll get into that in more detail. Here is the end panel, small end panel, with all the specifications of the original beach buggy. And this is an interesting side panel. You can see here, it has cutouts. You're supposed to cut this out, and there's the bottom and there's the top. It creates barrels similar to an oil barrel. They call it a beach barrel. And that's a new concept they came out with. Here, you can see it's in German. It translated, it means play pack. And we'll get into that in 1 second. Here's the bottom of the box. White chipboard, very good shape. And let's finish this now. The play pack, as you can see, they have the barrel tops, another barrel, 2 more with tops, and yet another barrel. So there's a total of 5 of these barrels. And back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, even the 50s, when Schuco came out with their products, some of them like the 2000, they had wooden pegs in which you set up as an obstacle course to test your skill in driving. They've changed from that particular concept to these cutouts. And obviously they gave no consideration that once you start cutting these things out, you ruin the box. So as you can see, this box is still intact, and one corner is ripped as well. You can see this corner being ripped. So you have this and that as 2 imperfections. That's not bad for a box that's 40, 50 years old. This is the contents. There is no inner packing or protective packing. I wrapped this up myself. You can see here's the beach buggy itself. Here's the very unique crank, if you will. Cable. Again, very, very unique. And these are the original instructions which come with it. So what we're going to do is set it up and show you what you're going to be receiving from us, which is what I always do. The windshield is designed to go up and or down. And in here, I'll open this up now, might as well. Is the unique wrench for the wheels. It's designed specifically to go in. You can see how deep they are. This is designed to go in underneath it. And there it locks in. You can take the wheels off, at least you have the option to. You don't have to. This is the roll bar, which we'll put in 1 second. But we're going to show you basically everything you're going to get here. And this is it. Take an overview of that. And we've already seen the box, so let's get into the buggy itself. Okay. Put the wrench away. And the 3 pieces we need are the roll bar, the car itself, well, the buggy and the cable one. Anyways, let's put the roll bar in. It's, again, specifically designed, 2 holes. It simply locks in, and that's it. That's all the assembly you need. You can see the steering wheel does turn the wheels, which is pretty cool. And it's 100% original. There's no damage, no cracks, no fractures, no breaks, nothing. This is a beautiful example. The bottom is meticulous, and you can see here. I'll try to get it so you can see it correctly. There it is, Beach Buggy 351121, made in Germany. And these are the original decals on the side, if you will. There's the rear engine. The rear running lights are nice. The side is good. Front's pretty. It's the bumper guard, roll guard, whatever you like to call it. And let's take a look at this now. This is what makes it very unique. This is actually clockwork. There's a spring in here as you wind it. I don't know if you can hear it. It makes the noise. This stops it. It automatically goes forward when you wind it. When you don't touch anything, you stop it, and then you can reverse it. And the steering wheel is very unique. This is a pretty cool toy. Let me show you what I mean by it being very unique. This is the cable. Both ends are identical, but you can see inside it there's a little gear which turns when you turn the cable. So as you turn the steering wheel, it doesn't turn the inner cable, just the exterior cable, which makes the wheel turn. So you have to put these in. You can see there's a little gear there. And when you look inside here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is a gear in there. So there is a tooth, or they call it a key actually. Right here's a little locking key. Here is the female receiver, the male. You just push it in and you'll hear it click. That means it's working. So now when you turn the steering wheel, the entire cable turns, which is pretty cool. But as you crank it, just the exterior cable turns. You can see this knob right here. I don't know if you can see it turning or not, but you'll see it in the buggy itself. There it is. Okay, so now you take this in. Again, there is no right or wrong end. They are both identical, but they both have a key. You can see the opening there. You line it up with the opening here, push it in a little bit. And when you hear that click, it's good to go. So now we're going to demonstrate the steering. I'm going to try to show it to you here. When you turn it, you see the wheels just turn in the front, and they're gonna go straight, and they're gonna turn the opposite way. It's a little primitive, it's antiquated, but for what it is, it works exactly as it's designed. So we're gonna put it down on the ground. It's a little bit better this way. And we're gonna crank it so you can see the crank and the car itself. We're gonna crank it, and you'll see it move. It's moving. Now you hit, I'm gonna pull it back a little. Hit stop, and the green is reverse. And again, I'm not cranking, so the more you crank it, the faster it goes and the more it goes. And it's perfectly working. And you see the wheels, now they're going the other way in the car. And again, you crank it. I'm gonna make it do circles. I'm at the end of the cable. And stop it. And we're going to reverse it, back it up. And again, I'm not cranking, so the spring is wound up in here in the remote control. Well, it obviously does expel like any spring on lines. So you have to continuously crank it to get it continuously to move. But it is a pretty cool toy, and it's fully working. I'm going to lift it up. You'll see how it discharges. But anyways, it's a different kind of toy, very unique. And they call this particular type, it's a spring-driven remote control that doesn't require any batteries. And unlike the Schuco dynamo, which is a handheld generator, which creates electricity for the engines inside the car, there is no engine inside the car. It's just driven by the spring load here, which makes it a very unique and one-of-a-kind toy, which is in the beach buggy form from Schuco. Anyways, I thank you for your time and considerations.